Feeding a community is a sacred responsibility. We call it Nyaz Berakat, the blessing of ensuring every member receives a wholesome, dignified meal. But executing that blessing at scale means coordinating thousands of meals, massive cooking vessels, and entire teams of volunteers on a daily basis. Historically, the logistics behind these operations have relied on human estimation. Kitchen leaders coordinated supply chains using scattered paper logs, fragmented WhatsApp grids, and rough guesses regarding actual headcounts. When meal plans for 1,000 people are based on an estimate, the physical consequences are immediate. Teams overpurchase ingredients to avoid shortages, and perfectly good food ends up wasted because no one has the data to see it was expiring. Standard restaurant management software is rarely a solution. Those systems are built for individual retail orders. They are not designed to manage a communal thal, a shared serving plate, or organize operations into mikots, our specific multi-day event collections. That specific operational gap is why FMB HQ was built from the ground up. It is a cloud-native ecosystem designed specifically for community kitchens. As you can see in this diagram, the platform acts as a digital twin. If a physical sack of rice enters the actual pantry, a corresponding data point is instantly generated and tracked in the cloud network. Standardizing the operation on enterprise-grade technology allows the team to eliminate waste and protect communal budgets with mathematical accuracy. The planning cycle begins in the Event Manager module. Instead of estimating vague crowds, organizers build the event by entering the exact number of expected thals. This animated diagram shows how the system handles that data. It takes a master 1 kilogram recipe from the database and scales it to match the precise event requirements. In real time, the system calculates exact macronutrients, total financial cost, and a procurement list. As calculations lock in, this translates into a vendor purchase order, letting the team compare bids and secure the best price. When those physical goods arrive at the central store, the receiving protocol takes over. Every bag and box is assigned a generated QR code label. The moment that label goes on, the physical item is visible across the entire digital ecosystem. This animation demonstrates how FMB HQ enforces a strict standard called FIFO, first expired, first out. By locking the newer batches and highlighting the oldest one in bright green, the system prevents ingredients from sitting unnoticed at the back of a shelf until they spoil. By replacing human estimation with mathematical scaling and enforcing strict retrieval rules at the shelf, the kitchen neutralizes the root causes of food waste before a single stove is turned on. Fast forward to the morning of the event. The kitchen is full of volunteer chefs. Because they are volunteers, they are not required to download software, memorize logins, or sit through technical training. Instead, FMB HQ uses a scan-and-go workflow. A volunteer simply points their own smartphone camera at a printed QR code on their prep station. That single scan instantly loads their specific ingredient manifest and cooking checklist for the day. After the cooking finishes, the system handles the inevitable surplus. The event manager weighs any unused ingredients and logs them into a digital pending review zone. This quarantine system safely holds the stock until it can be intelligently routed into the menu for the next event. The digital loop extends to the dining table. This UI mockup shows the guest QR experience. Diners scan a code at their table to view the nutritional breakdown of their meal, calories, protein, and carbs. They can then submit a direct 1 to 5-star rating for each dish they eat. This creates total operational accountability. The kitchen receives a precise checklist, the leadership safely quarantines any surplus, and diners provide direct quality control. Every meal generates the data required to improve the next. Every action we've covered, a scanned barcode, a returned bag of flour, and a 5-star review, flows into the executive console. This centralizes the live operational status and financial impact of all kitchen locations for the leadership. This chart maps how that data is visualized. Executives track planned costs versus actual spending across event collections. Crucially, they can monitor the physical volume of wasted food dropping over time. In this ecosystem, waste is logged to fix broken operational systems, not to punish people. This structured history of ingredient costs, nutritional profiles, and guest readings provides the data foundation necessary for the platform's AI layer. FMB HQ is actively deploying AI to predict budget requirements for future events based on these historical patterns. The system can suggest cost-effective recipes that hit specific nutritional targets, and kitchen managers will soon be able to query the inventory via natural voice commands in Arabic, Hindi, Gujarati, or English. FMB HQ applies the same logistics rigor found in enterprise supply chains to the community kitchen. By measuring every gram, cost, and guest rating, the system ensures that the meal on the table consistently meets the nutritional and quality targets promised by the mission.